Good afternoon, Your Excellencies and your respective and esteemed delegations. You are very welcome this afternoon to this press conference, which is an opportunity for us to have a public discussion on the deliberations that have unfolded since the start of this visit. And so I'd like to start, President Ramaphosa, by inviting you to deliver remarks. Thank you, President.
Public discussion. Your Excellency, President Uhuru Kenyatta, the President of the Republic of Kenya, honorable ministers and deputy ministers, our high commissioners on both sides, senior officials, members of the media, and ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank President Kenyatta and his delegation for the productive discussions we've just concluded on several issues that are vital to the development of our respective countries and progress on our continent as well. This state visit has allowed us to take stock of the current state of our bilateral relations, while also providing a great opportunity to explore other areas of mutual interest and benefit for our peoples. South Africa and Kenya share a long history of friendship that is underpinned by mutual respect, common values, and solidarity. This is so because South Africa owes a great debt of gratitude to the people of Kenya for their unwavering support during our struggle for freedom and democracy. President Kenyatta and I have reaffirmed the strategic importance of bilateral relations between our two countries and reiterated our desire to elevate the nature of our relationship, which would include the conclusion of a strategic partnership agreement. As we have just witnessed, our two countries have further broadened and deepened the areas of cooperation through the signing of a number of agreements and memoranda of understanding in areas of diplomatic consultations, training, transport, air services, health, tourism, migration, and the return of nationals refused entry. The decision of our respective national airlines to deepen their collaboration is a further testament to the growing ties between our two countries. We therefore welcome the announcement that South African Airways and Kenya Airways have agreed on a strategic partnership framework towards the creation of a Pan-African airline group that draws on the capabilities and the advantages of our two nations. A business forum consisting of businesses from South Africa and Kenya is currently underway here in Tshwane. Through this business forum, participants have the opportunity to share information about the business environment and a number of opportunities that exist that they can explore and exploit in a concrete way in terms of trade and investment in both our two countries. Kenya is one of South Africa's largest trading partners on our African continent, outside of SADC, and we are committed to increasing the volume and broadening the composition of trade between our two countries. We want to see Kenya trading more with South Africa, and that Kenya must see our market as a great market for their goods and services. We will be working together to identify Kenyan export products for which there are great growth opportunities in South Africa. In areas where Kenya has competitive advantage, we would like Kenya to explore those opportunities in South Africa. We are also committed to investing more in each other's economies. As part of our efforts to promote intra-Africa trade, we will continue to look for opportunities to promote goods and services from each other's countries before considering suppliers from outside our continent. I'm therefore very pleased that President Kenyatta's program includes a visit to Transnet Engineering in Kudusport, not far from here. The visit provides an opportunity to showcase South Africa's capability in supplying to railway stock and rail-related products. Economic cooperation also requires progress in ensuring greater ease of travel between our two countries. We therefore acknowledge progress made in the areas of tourism and immigration, including the introduction of e-visas for Kenyans traveling to South Africa. We are committed to exploring further measures that will ease travel between our two countries as an important part of strengthening trade, investment, tourism, as well as cultural ties. We're therefore pleased to announce that a presidential task team at the level of the two presidents will be set up to improve ease of travel and address any visa-related challenges between our two countries. And this will focus on travel by business people, students, as well as those who seek medical attention. In the first instance, as they seek to find solutions for the broader issue of easing visa restrictions and removing those visa restrictions between our two countries. And we have said that they should report back to both of us within 6 months on all these matters. Those that can be addressed and solved immediately, such as business travel, medical, and students, they should find solutions for and have those implemented, but in any event, report back to us within 6 months. During the course of our discussions, we reflected on recent developments in our respective regions of our continent, and particularly in the situations in Mozambique, Sudan, and Ethiopia. South Africa aligns itself with SADC position to support and assist Mozambique in dealing with the instability in the Cabo Delgado area. SADC continues to be seized with the situation in Mozambique, and a consolidated regional approach in dealing with this matter is being pursued. And with respect to the Sudan, we strongly condemn any unconstitutional change of government and call on the parties to engage in constructive, good faith, and peaceful dialogue to restore the country's constitutional order. President Kenyatta and I discussed the grave situation in Ethiopia. We expressed our conviction that there is scope for dialogue amongst the warring parties in Ethiopia, and that there is an urgent need for all parties to the conflict to commit to an immediate, indefinite, and negotiated ceasefire and an all-inclusive political dialogue. South Africa regards Kenya as its strategic ally in East Africa, which actively contributes to peace, security, and economic development in the region. We appreciate the Council of Kenya on issues affecting East Africa and the Horn of Africa, and will support its efforts whenever possible and within our means. We reiterated the fact that the need for long-lasting peace and security on our continent has become more urgent as African countries put into effect the historic African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. South Africa and Kenya stand together with the rest of the international community in support of freedom, justice for all people. We have reiterated our principled stance that the people of Palestine have their right to self-determination and nationhood. Unless the root causes of the conflict are addressed, in this case, the illegal occupation of Israel of Palestinian land, there will never be enduring peace in the Middle East. South Africa agrees with Kenya that it is important for the United Nations Security Council to support the work of the United Nations mission for a referendum in Western Sahara. Like Kenya, we are concerned at the delay in the holding of the referendum, which is necessary for the realization of the right of the self-determination demand by the people of Western Sahara. We are also concerned at the inadequate protection of the issue of human rights for the people of Sahrawi. I have assured President Kenyatta of South Africa's continued support for Kenya's tenure as a non-permanent member of the UN Security Council for 2021-2022. We welcome the stance that Kenya continues to take on African issues at the UN Security Council. We also reflected on the devastation that COVID-19 has wrought on people of our continent and their livelihoods. We have agreed that South Africa and Kenya, as like-minded countries, should work together to build consensus on how the continent should emerge from the COVID pandemic. We have also reiterated our strong support for the demand that there should be equitable and transparent distribution of vaccine doses to developing countries. We are very pleased that President Kenyatta will be visiting the Aspen Pharmacare factory in Gqeberha. The visit to the facility will demonstrate South Africa's commitment to ensuring that not only South Africa but Kenya and other countries do also gain manufacturing capacity and capability. So we are very pleased that President Kenyatta will be proceeding to Gqeberha on this visit. In conclusion, we have had an opportunity today to discuss in some depth several of the challenges facing our continent, and I'd like to thank President Kenyatta for having taken time from his busy schedule to pay a state visit to South Africa, which has enabled us to deepen our cooperation and to broaden the relationship between Kenya and South Africa. And with those words, President Kenyatta, I'd like to say thank you once again. Asante sana for coming to South Africa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.